Hey guys, I'm about to go into Georgetown. I'm gonna switch over my bag today. I've been using this one from Nothing Written for the past week and I adore it. It's so cute. I love the two-tone and also the two different fabrics. I'm actually gonna take out Miss Margot, which I have not used in a while, not since I was in Korea. Oh my god, I forgot how much I like her. She's a bit crushed. I should have stuffed her with something. I forgot how beautiful the row leather is. Like, do you guys see this? It's like a felt liner. My friend, we both have a row bag and she saw that mine didn't have this liner. She was like, what are you doing? And then that night she sent me like the link to buy it. Comb. Actually, I like to keep my comb in my pocket. This is Sacred Santal, but I'm gonna switch this with Vanilla Verve today. Advil. You never know. My hand cream. Wallet, and then I have some Tic Tacs, car keys. I'm gonna wear Vanilla Verve today, the perfume oil, because I want to wear Eau Dwell. I plan to stop at a bookstore, and I feel like Eau Dwell by Diptyque is such a bookstore shopping perfume. As you guys can see, I have new bookshelves. These are just the Billy bookshelves, and the color I think is called Birch. I am a dark oak girl. I wanted something a bit lighter because I feel all my furniture in here is dark wood. And I feel that makes the space look smaller, so I went with something lighter, and I think the yellow tone is really cute, and it makes the darker book spines stand out. I did kind of decorate it a bit, but I still need to mess with it. I posted this on my Instagram and a lot of people thought I got rid of my Frama shelves. They're still here. I love them. I don't think I would ever get rid of them. I'm going to keep them for life and maybe add on to them. That's like the benefit of having a mounted bookshelf. They still haven't sent me the 2 missing shelves, so I wanted to give an update on my reading. Did I mention I finished The Fire Next Time by James Baldwin last week? Phenomenal. Loved it. Loved every single sentence. Moving. It made me tear up. I'll talk about that more in my February reading wrap up. So that would be this book. This is the Everyman's Library print, and it has The Fire Next Time, Nobody Knows My Name, No Name in the Street, and The Devil Finds Work. Early this morning, I finished White on White by, a lot of you guys told me how to pronounce her name, Aysegul Savas. Yes? This was a very understated book. It's about a student living in an apartment. The apartment, I believe, is owned by two artists, an older couple. The wife also at some point comes to stay at the apartment to work, I think, on a painting. Her name is Agnes, and while there, she tells the student, I guess, stories about her life. She tells her about her children and also her husband. And from the get-go, you can tell that there is some tension between her and her husband. It seems that she doesn't really like her husband. She has a lot of resentment towards him. There isn't much of a plot. There's not much that's happening. And a lot of the conclusions you just have to draw by yourself. But I did enjoy it. I thought the prose was beautiful and striking. Her other book is, I think, called Walking on the Ceiling. Yes. Yeah. Enjoyed that. And then I did start Bone Black by Bell Hooks, I think last week, but I've only read a few pages in it because I was focusing mostly on White and also Know My Name. So yeah, now I'm going to give this my full attention. I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's going to be amazing. In my last video, you guys asked me about using ribbons as bookmarks. I don't do anything fancy, guys. I just cut the ribbon and I use it as a bookmark. It's pretty useful. If you put your books in a bag, the ribbon never falls out. So, and then I am alternating between reading and listening to Know My Name by Chanel Miller. No words. And I really recommend listening to the audiobook. I'm doing both, just because I wanted a physical copy as well. Such a harrowing read. It's making me so angry, but I think it's a very important and necessary read. It's the end of the day, and I had a few nerve-wracking meetings today. So I feel a bit exhausted and also kind of like I was sweating and then the sweat dried. So I'm like eager to take a shower and just wind down. I wanted to say I wore this perfume today. This is Dave by Henry Rose, and I really like this, guys. This is for people who want a vanilla that's not like a typical gourmand vanilla. It has that creamy warmth, like gourmand element that vanilla has, but at the same time there's this strong floral. I think it's magnolia. I think this is a really impressive vanilla, and I would definitely recommend it to you guys if you can go sniff it. I think at Sephora. It's a special one. I'm thinking for my next video, I would show my entire perfume collection, but I worry that not every viewer is interested in perfumes. So let me know, guys. Do you want to see my entire perfume collection? It's gonna be a long video. I have a lot of perfumes. Let me know if that would be interesting for you guys. I'm about to head out, and then later I'm going to go to the used bookstore and I will try to vlog it. I also wanted to update on my reading. So I read more of Bone Black by Bell Hooks this morning, and I'm really enjoying it. So G, Sunday in the Library, recommended this, and she said it's a good companion piece for Sula by Toni Morrison, which I totally understand. I also think this would be a good companion piece for The Bluest Eye as well. What I'm getting so far, they are basically Bell Hooks' memories from girlhood and also her experience growing up Black in the South. Someone on my TikTok commented that I should combine Eau Dwell with Orpheon. Yes, amazing. They complement each other so well. I would have never thought to put these two together. Eau Dwell is like an aromatic woody vanilla, a little bit incensey too. The EDP version anyways. I think the EDT is different personally. Orpheon reminds me of like a bubbly, clean scent. There's a lot of juniper that comes through. It also reminds me of like fresh snow, but at the same time it's very cozy. If you own these or if you get the chance in a diptyque store, definitely try them combined. The person who commented told me that they, I think, work at the San Francisco diptyque store. Thank you if you happen to be watching. It was kind of a long drive. It's called McKay Used Books, and it is in Manassas, I think. I just got home and I changed into a fleece sweatsuit because I'm gonna walk Benson and it's so cold and windy outside. But before I go, I want to show you guys what I got. This is John Updike's Assorted Prose, a rare collection by the National Book Award winner. I read Rabbit Run by John Updike, and if you guys have read Rabbit Run, you know Rabbit, the main character, is just this awful, awful guy. However, I do think John Updike's prose is so sharp and clever. I do want to read more by him. I like how the edges are red. There were a lot of NYRBs there this time. I got Kingsley Amos's Lucky Jim. I read Take a Girl Like You, and kind of like Rabbit Run, Take a Girl Like You features a very unpleasant, gross male character. I don't know if that's Kingsley Amos's thing, but I do want to read more by him. He's supposed to be very funny. And then I got this copy of The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I have already read this book. I read it when I was pretty young though, so I would be interested in reading it again. It's quite big. So this is an NYRB. I wonder what print this is. 1986. I always like to check the inside to see if someone has written their name. Ooh, I got a bookmark. The Strand Bookstore. And then another NYRB. This one is called Basic Black with Pearls, which sounds like a good styling note, by Helen Weinsweig. This one was $5.49. This was purchased originally at a store called P&T Knitwear for 15 bucks. I've never heard of this author, I don't think. Ooh! Then I got Scoop by Evelyn Waugh. I saw they had in this same style Brideshead Revisited, which I love that book. I've already read it and I have a copy, so I passed on it. I do like the style of this cover though. This one was $4.24. I also got some essays by Audre Lorde. Your Silence Will Not Protect You. I've been wanting to read this actually. I got Ethan Frome by Edith Wharton. The reason why I got this is, number one, I really like this cover, and number two, this one has been annotated by someone. Do you see? They wrote Economics and Love. William Faulkner, Light in August. One, I just really liked the cover of this. I'm pretty sure I only read Sanctuary by him. I think it's Sanctuary. And I did not like it at all. Willing to give him another shot, so this looks like a good place to start. Judy Patters, 1971. Wow, and now it's here with me. Ernest Hemingway, another author I don't always get along with. His writing. I think this is a collection of short stories. This is $4.99. They actually had a few of these with covers like this, but most of them I had already read. This I've definitely already read for school. This is The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. There was just no way I was going to pass on this cover though, guys. This was $2.99. Maybe I'll reread it again. Another NYRB. This is The Land Breakers by John L. There's a staff pick sticker on it. I'm assuming the bookstore put it on. It says Mount Dora, Florida. Oh, this one is also annotated. A little bit. There's some underlines. That's exciting. Another NYRB. I actually almost purchased this the other day at Bridge Street Books. This is Have by Jan Morris. Joyce Carol Oates. This is Solstice. I got this for 99 cents. I really like Joyce Carol Oates. They had quite a lot of her books there. Guys. It says to Marquet on Mother's Day 2005. You are such an outstanding mother and woman. Rebecca and I are extremely lucky to be able to love you and to be loved by you in return. I personally am extremely thrilled to be able to share this special day with you and see how excited and loving Rebecca is in anticipation of your special day. I love you, Kay. That just raised the value of this book. And I only paid 99 cents for this. I have Saul Bellows' The Victim. I want to get into Saul Bellow. I recently purchased The Dean's December by him. And now I have this one, The Victim. I love these Penguin covers. I think these are the old Penguin classics. And then I think they've been changed into this. I'm not sure though. Whenever I see one of these covers with the white box, like I always try to snatch it up. Oh, this one is also annotated. Animal and Man. This is another NYRB, A Posthumous Confession by Marcellus Eamonts. I can't say no to an NYRB. That's my used bookstore haul. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. No. Ooh, this one is not coming off. Okay. just keep it there. Look what arrived. If you have followed me for a long time, you know that Christina's World used to hang behind me in my backdrops in my older videos. And now I have a giant, gorgeous, actual size one. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put this over my bed. So I hung up Christina's World earlier this morning and I'm very pleased with how it looks. I love it. I'm so happy to have this piece in my space again. I also have this art book, which I bought vintage. It says Christina's World. It's missing the book cover, but that's okay. It's just a big book of all of Andrew Wyeth's artwork. In the very back, we have Christina's World. So there's just a little story about Christina and the first time she saw the painting. She has been in other paintings by him, but this one was her favorite. Whenever people see this painting, it evokes strong feelings in them. I've seen it at the MoMA in New York City, and I feel like this is one of their crowning pieces. And it's a piece that when people see for the first time, despite never having seen it before or knowing about it, they just pause and stare at it. It has that kind of power, I feel. I like the unevenness, if I'm honest. I don't like when things are too symmetrical. Now I just have this piece I want to hang up somewhere. I need to think about it.